I hate to break it to you, but there is no such thing as a viral video. This is my theory. Just a game theory. Oh, Matt Pat. Anyways, that's a total aside. Why has this? Oh, look, this has been a thought that I've had for a long time, and I just want to talk about it because I've never actually talked about it. But it irritates the crap out of me when people say something's gone viral because it just hasn't. I literally just saw a news headline that was like, Whoopi Goldberg's warning against the Trump presidency has gone viral. No, it hasn't, because your news article had to tell me that it's gone viral, and you're saying it's gone viral to give more substance and virality to your news post, which, it's ridiculous. There was this movie I saw once. I wish I could remember the name off the top of my head. I'm sure some of you watching this have seen it. It was with, was it Tommy Lee Jones? I think it was some old actor, and he was playing a comedian, a stand-up comedian that was sort of like washed up or whatever. And then he did this rant, and it went viral. Someone filmed it in the audience. And then his career went all up, and, it massively affected the plot of the movie. And then the turmoil of the movie came in place and blah, blah, blah. And then by the end act, the final solution, the final sort of payoff and how everything was solved was he went viral again. He had another rant and someone filmed him. And it's like, there's this myth about virality that really irks me. It just doesn't exist. The last, I would say, genuinely viral video moment that I experienced was when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I think that is a rare moment where everyone goes, did you see the thing? Did you, where if something's genuinely gone viral, you're going to tell someone, you're going to interrupt them. Like Rob interrupts what I was filming at the time and said, have you seen the video of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock? And I'm sure by the time he told me, it had only happened like an hour prior, and it had just exploded around the world. And it was the video, it was, as everyone calls it, the slap that echoed around the world, or whatever it was. But there's this myth about virality that you just go viral. And this movie, it was the perfect case of it, where people just think you can just go viral and it just solves your problems, or it creates a moment and it just sort of happens, and it can happen to anyone. So much so that the plot of this movie wouldn't have existed if this character didn't go viral twice. It's also especially hilarious because you're watching in this movie this moment that would supposedly go viral, which was formulated by the writers of this movie. I keep saying this movie. I wish I knew the name of the movie. And I feel like it's not Tommy Lee Jones. But anyways, someone in the comments, please tell me what the movie is that I'm thinking about. But the plot of the movie wouldn't exist. It wouldn't happen if it didn't go viral. And the content of what went viral, you could tell was scripted, written by a bunch of 30 to 50-year-olds writing this plot about a comedian. They're like, what? Let's write his viral rant. And it's just like the most banal, slightly angry old man rant that no one would care about. No one would care to share. And that's their idea. That's someone who wrote this movie's idea of what it is to go viral, and that it moved the plot twice because that's how we understand the internet. But it's not the case anymore. And it's so funny because there was a time where going viral was really a thing. And our understanding of it has evolved so much where it doesn't mean anything now. It's so relative. And the internet is such a big place. There's billions of people on the internet that 100 million views is actually kind of nothing, like Mr. Beast videos. He's had a couple that have gone truly viral, but every single one of his videos would be considered, relative to any other channel, viral. But because it's Mr. Beast, they're just his videos. He just gets 100 million views on his videos. They're just the views he gets, right? But for Mr. Beast to go viral, that's still only viral relative to Mr. Beast. So it's just, I don't know. This is just something that I think about from time to time and have nowhere to shout it at. And this is what I'm doing right now. Tell me your experience of virality. When is the last time you really think of whether it be a video or a moment in time? Like, I know that the internet I came into and sort of evolved through creatively, I was on Newgrounds. There was the Numa Numa dance. There was Badger Badger. There was, like, you know, Xiao Xiao, the stick figure fighting thing. Like, there were these things that really, at a time where the internet was so much smaller, these drops in the water created ripples that today there's nothing moves, because the internet is a storm. The internet was once a puddle and then a calm lake that you enter it, and if something drops in there, you feel the ripples when you're in there. Now we're on this freaking ocean in a storm where we're surrounded by noise, and anything that would be considered viral today might have genuinely been considered viral a decade ago. But because of the sheer amount of noise we're surrounded by, no, it doesn't touch it. And that's fascinating to me, you know. Even like my content, like, I'm considered in the bubble of YouTube art, I'm considered a bigger creator. And through the culmination of my YouTube career so far, which is over a decade, with over 1 billion views, which is crazy, with, like, what is it, 300 million watch hours or something like that, which is amazing. Like, I'm very grateful to be in the position I've been. I've never gone viral. The most viral I've gone is like over a couple of hundred views in a day. Like, all of my content has been slow burn. Every video I've put out there, even though it's built up to over 1 billion views, I've never gone viral. And I guess the point is, like, what difference would it make if I did? I feel like in a way it would sort of be worse, because virality is just like, I don't know, it creates an impression, and that's the only thing people have of someone. They don't get a chance to, like, I don't know what I'm talking about now. I'm just sort of ranting. I've gone off track. Now I don't know where I was. Help me. Will this video go viral? Imagine that. That's the weird thing about, like, if something actually goes viral. I think, how would I define virality? It's when something explodes exponentially beyond the scope of its intended audience. And I think there's just so much on the internet now, and people are so aware of so much that rarely happens. So when Mr. Beast goes viral, his content explodes beyond the scope of his intended audience. And this Squid Game video is an example of one that everyone saw. The Squid Game video. You know, the 5 people, 1 guitar video with Walk Off the Earth. Like, it exploded so far beyond their original audience and created a whole new wave of people to follow their content. I still love watching Walk Off the Earth content, and that was my introduction to them. But a vast majority of people who saw that originally, it will have just faded from their mind. And I think we've all had so many of those experiences where we've had these wows, we've seen the ripple, we've felt that movement, but it's just built and it's built and it's built so that even something as viral as Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, that genuinely feels like a big wave. You notice, a week later, it's like, oh, I forgot about that. You know, a month after that, you're like, oh, Chris Rock did a special where he didn't tell any good jokes and talked about that briefly in a mediocre way. Cool. Not going to watch it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make this video go viral. Smash the things on the YouTube.